Red Horse.
Afternoon, sir!
At ease.
Master Sergeant John Yutuc, front and center.
Attention to orders. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by Executive Order 16 January 1969, has awarded the Meritorious Service Medal to Master Sergeant John G. Yutuc for outstanding service 8 October 1986 to 31 March 2019. Master Sergeant John G. Yutuc distinguished himself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States while assigned to the 200th Red Horse Squadron from 11 December 2008 to 31 March 2019. During this period, Sergeant Yutuc was instrumental in the stand-up of Detachment 1 in his position as the Commander's Support Staff. He oversaw the creation of a new unit manning document and assisted with the recruiting efforts of new accessions and prior service military members to double the size of the squadron. After a short time at Camp Perry, he deployed to Talil Air Base, Iraq in 2010, where he superbly manned the Commander's Support Staff and oversaw all personnel issues for the 557th Expeditionary Red Horse Squadron. In following, he transferred back to Detachment 1 in 2013 and became the full-time supply supervisor. In this capacity, he managed the government purchase card program, oversaw daily supply transactions, and ensured supplies and equipment were properly cataloged, inventoried, and ready for use when needed. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Sergeant Yutuc culminate a long and distinguished career in the service of his country and reflect great credit upon himself, the Air National Guard, and the United States Air Force.
At ease. Round of applause.
This flag, which was flown over Camp Perry Air National Guard Station, is displayed in a handcrafted case made from oak trees grown on site and is presented to Master Sergeant John Yutuc for his service from 18 April 1986 to 31 December 2018. This Ohio plaque is presented to Master Sergeant John Yutuc for his honorable service in the 200th Red Horse Squadron from 11 December 2008 to 31 December 2018. Certificate of Retirement from the Armed Forces of the United States of America. This is to certify that Master Sergeant John Glenn Yutuc, having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Air Force on the 31st day of December of the year 2018. Certificate of Appreciation for Service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Master Sergeant John G. Yutuc, I extend to you my personal thanks and a sincere appreciation of our grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history, with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of the military service. I trust that in the coming years, you will maintain an active interest in the armed forces and the purpose for which you serve. Those who follow in your footsteps will draw inspiration from your commitment, dedication, and sacrifices made to ensure the protection of our American freedoms. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, Donald J. Trump, Commander-in-Chief.
Royal Order of the Horse. To all whom these present shall come greetings, whereas Master Sergeant John G. Yutuc is awarded a life membership, whether he wants it or not, in the Royal Order of the Horse. In recognition of having resided for the past 10 years and 21 days in the 200 stable, having assimilated the knowledge that is the best of all horse stables, whether he believes it or not, and having demonstrated his proficiency before juries composed of heavy kneaders of the deeds of the horse, lifetime member John Yutuc is now qualified to sally forth into a disbelieving world to espouse veracity and confidence while watching windmills or other earthly endeavors. Whereupon, by virtue of no authority, this recognition is conferred this 31st day of December in the year of the Lord 2018. Signed, the head jockey.
This is Kelly Yutuc. Could you please join your husband up on stage, please?
Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Air Force. In grateful appreciation, the United States Air Force presents this certificate of recognition to Kelly Yutuc for the commitment and numerous contributions that made positive impacts to the nation's defense. Thank you for the support which gave strength and purpose to your husband's service, given this 31st day of December of the year 2018.
Thank you, John, for the years that you've given the United States Air Force, for the 200 Red Horse, and to the enlisted team of us. It's been a true privilege and an honor to have served with you, and we wish you the best during retirement. Thanks again.
All right, John. Big day. Hey, so John joined us in 2008 to the 200th Red Horse. He was over at the wing before that, and I was very familiar with him. He applied for a position. We hired him. Actually, as this unit stood up, so he's one of the founding members of this unit. There's a lot of stories I can tell about John today. He's entertained me greatly over the years, but I think one that comes to mind to me the most is, and this is a bit of a roast, right? So, we were at LED, and I don't know if many of you are familiar with the weather at LED, but it's about 110 degrees during the day. At night, it gets down to a low 99 degrees with about 100% humidity. John had just come back from Iraq and had done a great job up there for us. But, you know, we had extra manpower. So I said, John, we had a little building that we ran video store out of, and it was for morale of the troops. And they had a little refrigerator in there with snacks. It was called Charlie's. So John was in charge of Charlie's and the postal stuff, and that's, you know, he had started doing that so in his career, and we said John would be the perfect person to run this store. I did not forget about this. So, you know, myself, it was a Sunday, it was a day off, and I gone to the, you know, it was our one down day a week, so I think myself and maybe even Craig and some others, we would go to the pool Sunday morning, enjoy the pool, and then come back to the compound later and just rest for the rest of the day. So we went to the pool that morning, and the whole base lost power. So you got to imagine overseas, and a lot of you have been there, how hot it gets in those facilities with no power. Well, I told John specifically, John, you got to keep Charlie's open no matter what, prior to me leaving. And we went off to the pool, we enjoyed the day, the power was off. I came back to the compound about 1, and John came out of this building in his t-shirt, which was completely saturated with water, and he said, "Sir, I did not leave my post." But he had stayed in that hot facility all day long and made sure that everybody still could get their phone calls in on their day off, made sure they could still get their